Class example, evaluation of misstatements. Materiality is set at 1 million. So guys, this you're going to consider is planning or final unless you get told otherwise. So you're going to say planning equals final. Audit findings. Repairs and maintenance of 2 million was capitalized to PPE. So I can immediately go and say, oh, there's a misstatement here. PPE is overstated by 2 mil and repairs and maintenance is understated by 2 mil. Goods in transit of 800,000 were not recorded, however risks and rewards had transferred at year end. Once again, I can say straight away there's a misstatement here, and I can say inventory is understated by 800 and my payables or some sort of liability is understated by 800 as a result. And the allowance for credit losses under the previous accounting policy amounts to 350,000. However, the current allowance is 100,000. So now this doesn't mean that there's a misstatement, but all I'm saying here is that if they had used the previous policy, the allowance for credit losses would have been 250,000 more than the new policy of 100,000. And if their goal was to try and reduce the allowance and increase their debtors, this is a way that they could do this. So all I'm going to say here is that there's a potential misstatement where debtors is overstated by 250 and my allowance is understated by 250. Okay, my required. Discuss whether the audit findings are material misstatements and make suggestions about which of these have to be adjusted. So all I have to do is go to each of the audit findings, discuss if they are materially misstated. I've already made some notes about misstatements, but now I need to go and see, are they materially misstated? And then what should they do to adjust so that they are not misstated? Two things I need to be aware of here, guys. When I get to material, I need to discuss qualitative and quantitative. And when I get to misstatements, I need to discuss, is it factual, judgmental, or projected? Okay, so already I can start to see, well, for each of these, if I have to discuss all of these elements, I've already got 3 marks. Okay, another thing, my first step is first to prove that there is a misstatement. So another mark, 4 marks. So if I'm saying there's 4 marks for each of these, 4 times 3 is 12, I've already got maximum marks. Okay, so for the first one, I'm just going to put my answer in here. I can prove there is a misstatement. So there's my first step. There's a misstatement. PPE is overstated. Repairs and maintenance is understated. Now, once I've proved it, I need to discuss, is it quantitative or qualitative or both? So, is it quantitative? Yes, it's quantitative because 2 million is greater than the 1 million materiality. Is it qualitative? Yes, it's qualitative. Qualitatively materially misstated. Why? Because it is non-compliance with IFRS. You could also say that it is going to affect key ratios. Is it factual? Yes, it's factual. Repairs and maintenance must be recorded as repairs and maintenance and not capitalized. And then you have to suggest an adjustment. So I'm going to say, please go and debit repairs and maintenance and credit PPE. My second question, goods in transit. First of all, is there a misstatement? Yes, there is a misstatement. Inventory has been understated, and so has my trade payables or my accrual. Is it quantitative? No, it's not quantitative because 800,000 is less than 1 million. Is it qualitative? Materially misstated. And guys, here's where you could argue both ways. You could say yes it is because it's going to affect key ratios, or you could say no because it's just a timing issue. They are going to record it in the beginning of next year. Is it factual, judgmental, or projected? It is a fact. It's factual. What is my adjustment? Go and debit inventory, credit trade payables, or some sort of a liability. My allowance for credit losses. Is there a misstatement? There's a potential misstatement. Is it quantitative? It's not quantitative because it is less than 1 million. Is it qualitative? Again, this is questionable, guys. You could say yes, it affects key ratios, or you could say no. It's not qualitative. There's just been a change in a policy. If you were aware that they were trying to fraudulently reduce the allowance to increase debtors, then it would be. Is it factual, judgmental, or projected? It's judgmental. Because it's all about an estimate. The allowance for credit loss is based on their own policy. There's no actual fact to determining this. And so, if I don't believe there's a misstatement, I'm going to say there's no journal or adjustment required. But if I do believe it is, then I'm going to give the adjustment. Decrease debtors, credit debtors, debit the allowance for credit losses by 250. Okay, guys, and then just to note, only if you said that goods in transit and this allowance were not material misstatements, would you then have to go and accumulate them to compare to final materiality? Because you would say that they are unadjusted, that do not require adjustments. If you said that they were material, you wouldn't accumulate, and you would simply request the adjustment. Okay, so just have a look at the solution, guys. Each has been nicely laid out. Prove a misstatement, discuss the two types, discuss whether it's factual, judgmental, or projected, and then whether there's an adjustment required. So I just want to show you here for goods in transit and for the allowance for credit losses here. If you said that they were not qualitative or quantitatively material, then you would say that they don't need to be adjusted. So you've got to put them on a schedule of unadjusted. You don't need to adjust these because they are not material misstatements. They are, however, misstatements that are now not going to be adjusted. So I just need to make sure that the accumulation of those does not exceed final materiality. And so, what is the issue? Here I've got my allowance for credit losses of 250, debtors 250, goods in transit, assets 800, liabilities 800. I aggregate each of them, and I can see that in aggregation, neither of them is above materiality. So I can say the aggregate of my unadjusted is not material, therefore no adjustment required. Okay.